Okay, now that you know about the basics of review mode, I want to teach you an extra bonus tip or something that comes in really handy when you are ready to exit the review mode. So what I've done here is I've simulated the end result of a review mode session. These are the images that were my keepers when I exited the review mode. And the problem with this is that it's a very fragile state here. If I just click anywhere else in this content panel, I'm going to lose my selection, right? I'm going to lose all those decisions that I've made about these being the keepers of this photo shoot. So let's jump back into the review mode and teach you a better way to exit the review mode. So go to the view menu, pull down to review mode, and now we're back to where we would have been after we've done our quote review. So rather than hitting the escape key or clicking the little X, here's a safer, better way to exit the review mode. There's this little button here, and this basically says create a collection. Now a collection is a virtual grouping of any random sort of images, but something that you can get back to. And I'll show you where you can do that as soon as we actually create the collection. So let's click on this button and it says, oh great, I'll create a collection for you. What do you want me to call this? And I'm going to call this Sisters Keepers. You can give it any name you want. Go ahead and hit the save button. And that exits you out of the review mode and puts you in this special view. In the content pane now, you only are seeing these keepers. If you look at the path bar up here, you can actually see that there's that named collection there. Now it turns out there's a collections panel over here on the left. If we go ahead and click on the collections panel, you can see there's my named collection with the number of images in it. Now, if you want to get back to the previous view where you saw all your images from that particular folder, I can just click the back button, kind of like an internet browser here, to go back to my previous view. But the problem is when I go back to the content panel now, I haven't rated them, so I don't know what my keepers are anymore. But that's okay. You've protected your work when you saved a collection when you exited the review mode. So anytime I want to get back to those keepers, I just click on the Sisters Keepers collection here, and it automatically filters my view back to the ones I care about. Now, it's still a good idea to go ahead and give these a rating, but what if you're doing multiple ratings? You might have some images that you absolutely know you're going to keep. You rate those 5 stars. There's another set of images in the photo shoot that you're kind of on the fence about, so maybe you give them a 3 or a 4-star rating. So sometimes the rating isn't enough to separate the keepers from the rejects. You might have some in-between steps there. That's one of the reasons why a collection is such a cool thing, is it protects your work there. You can always get back to that state. The cool thing about a collection as well is that it doesn't matter where these images are on the hard drive. They can be from different locations. The collection here is a virtual grouping. So even if I move these things around on the hard drive, this collection view will always keep them together regardless of where they are on the hard drive. Very fun, neat way of preserving your work. Okay, that's it. The bonus tip there of exiting a review mode by creating a collection instead of just doing a plain old exit.